Hey Rockstars, it's Amara. I'm finishing up the hashtag SSSVEDA questions today. I'm starting with question number 20, and that is, what is your favorite holiday? I don't have one really set favorite holiday. I like to get kind of gatewayed through holidays based on events that happen around them. So like, I'm much more likely to be excited about a holiday if a bunch of my friends are gathering and doing something, or if my family's gonna do something. And occasionally I will take smaller, lesser known holidays and celebrate those. What do you get nostalgic about when it comes to the pre-smartphone era? Television shows. I love Lucy, like old black and white TV shows. The thing that is probably the thing that gets brought up the most when it comes to pre-smartphone technology that's nostalgia is television, specifically Nickelodeon from when I was growing up. Shows like Salute Your Shorts, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Crazy stuff like Guts and stuff where they were climbing up mountains. There was a lot of kind of creative television on the ground going on then that was accessible. It felt really close to you. It's before there was YouTube at all. So we're talking about a time where it felt like you might be able to be part of that. And I think Nickelodeon somehow managed to touch what would later become kind of YouTube magic. I remember being really inspired by that, and I would not be surprised if that inspiration kind of has led to me feeling like this is a form of communication that I'm excited by, and it is. It was like Nickelodeon made it feel like anything was possible. There were comedy shows for children. Keenan, who is on Saturday Night Live now, used to be on a kids comedy show called All That, which had like a spin-off called Good Burger, which is a movie, which when it came out, the cassette itself, the VHS cassette, was like macaroni orange, which sounds hideous now, but it was super cool because that was the color of the Nickelodeon brand. If you want to see something ridiculous from my younger years, go find a copy of the movie Good Burger and see Keenan before he was SNL gold. Day number 22 is, what is the nicest thing someone has ever done for you? I hate to think of ranking that kind of an idea. I think that the moments that matter the most to me is when people do something consciously to be kind, or because they notice something, or because they care about me and they do something to try and provide that forward. That's what I think of there. People have done nice things for me for most of my life. You know what I should talk about is that I had a kindergarten teacher who showed up at my house when I was little, a couple years later, I think it was in 3rd grade, and said that as a child she had felt really like a good bond with me, and she was no longer teaching, she'd retired, and she wanted to take me roller skating, and she took me roller skating, and that was really like a big deal for me when I was little. So and I became a person who really loves roller skating. I still love roller skating to this day, and it just felt really special. Now that I'm older, I see that as an incredibly beautiful gesture for a teacher to make. So day 23's question is, who would you love to have coffee with and why? Carrie Brownstein and Kyle MacLachlan, because I saw them both speak at a art festival here in Seattle about Pacific Northwest placemaking, and they were both so eloquent and thoughtful and funny and interactive and spontaneous, just all the things you'd want if you were gonna have like a pop-up coffee with somebody. I had a chat briefly with Carrie Brownstein after that event, asked her for a recommendation for music, and she gave me one, and it turned out to be really useful and wonderful in my life. And I spoke with Kyle MacLachlan during the same event and asked him about movies, and he made really interesting movie recommendations to me. And the whole experience, these were people who just kind of kept coming back to the fact that they were like, they felt like tangible people. And I think sometimes celebrity comes with a veneer that makes people inaccessible, and if you're gonna have coffee with someone, you want to actually talk to that person and not talk to their like publicist. You know? Question 24, what time do you wake up on the weekend? I wake up on the weekend the same as I usually do, usually about 7 a.m. The weekends for me are not really like weekends are for other people. My schedule is way not a 9 to 5, so it varies a great deal, and because of that, my weekends vary a great deal. 25, how do you pamper yourself? So how do I pamper myself? Lotion, bath bombs, nail polish, and deep breathing. Oh, and working out. What's your favorite movie? What is my favorite movie? Star Wars, A New Hope. I answered that once when I was trying to get a job when I was a teenager, and I didn't get the job because I said it was A New Hope. This is me sticking to my guns, but it's also the fact that that movie stands alone, and I think it is the most emotionally gripping of those films on its own. Also, that Twin Sons of Tatooine moment, it like lives deep in my soul. True story. Other than that, Breakfast Club, easy choice. Actually, most of the John Hughes films, they hold a really special place for me. Before Sunrise was my favorite movie for a really long time. Day 27's question is, what is your favorite sport? That's easy. My favorite sport is roller derby. I don't keep up with it all that well, but when I do, I really enjoy it. Go Throttle Rockets. That's the team I support in Seattle. 28 is what huge goal do you have that you hope to achieve someday? Many huge goals. One of them is finishing my books. Another is putting together a movie that I'm working on right now. Others are things like, one of my huge goals is to be involved with you guys more. Keep creating content on YouTube and seeing where it can take me and what relationships I can build through this. I know I've had really amazing relationships since I started putting YouTube into my life. I have no interest in not moving forward with this full bore. So that's what I'm doing. How has my opinion on video creation changed over this month? It's hard to take out your camera sometimes. You have to fight a battle when you do things that are vlogging about, do I want to capture this moment? Do I want to be in this moment? Do I want to be in this moment and capturing this moment? And is vlogging going to disrupt this moment for the people I'm around or the situation that I'm in? I am increasingly impressed by people who take the time to create more comprised moments, be them in daily vlogs and kind of quickly and as fast as they can think of them, or in more structured video content making. The more you make videos, the more you look at film and television and you start to see it with a new lens, the lens of where did that angle come from and how do you break the scene down and what's going on there. That is what has happened with me. I feel like I've once again kind of leveled up my eye. I really have grown to appreciate some of the moments. You'll be like, oh, you captured a moment, maybe the video quality isn't that good, and then later you'll be watching and you'll be like, this is stunning moments in video capture that's not necessarily all that storytelling, except that it inspires you because the video capture is so good. I don't know, is that an answer to this question? My opinion is that I am more pro about making movies from doing this than I was before. I am more pro about creating video than I was before, as tends to be the way I feel every single time I get a video done. I'm more in favor of this than I was before. It is a constant upward growth process for me at this point, so happy. All right, friends, the day 30 question I'm gonna answer as part of my last video on VEDA, so we're gonna cut this here. Thanks for sticking around with me, Rockstars. If you like the video, please like the video, and please hit subscribe to join me in the future adventures. Who knows what's happening next on this channel? VEDA's ending very soon. I don't know what's next, but it'll be an adventure for sure. Leave me a comment below if you took part in hashtag SSSVEDA, or if you are taking part in VEDA in general, or if you think you might like to in the future. XOXO Rockstars, Amara in Seattle Vlogs.